go.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
and we are live on a Wednesday, as you can watch it live with us on Crowdcast.io.
Yes.
Join the chat, and we all come together as a family today to talk about them Thrones, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons, as the blacks say, as in the Negro parlance, House of Dragons.
We call shit everything but what it's supposed to be called.
You know how we do. But it's our recap. Remember the feedback rules: no spoilers, no theories, none of that prognostication shit. That's what we do. That's our job. If you have jokes and stuff you want to write in for feedback, feel free. We read feedback on Saturdays, but today we just give you the straight dope, our Game of Thrones recap, our House of the Dragon recap. No further delay. Let's get into this thing. Oh, not too much. Okay, we don't want the man trying to shut us down on YouTube and taking our whole video off. Okay, these are licensed tunes. We didn't make these up. But it is our Game of Thrones recap. Yes, Karen, what's wrong?
Put on the crown. Do I know?
You don't have a crown?
I do.
Okay, because I thought I set one on your desk for you in case you wanted to.
I didn't know what the purpose was.
It's Game of Thrones recap. I can't do this as royalty as House Jackson.
Okay, hold on.
I figured that I would need to be some royalty to put this crown on. So I didn't realize that you needed to, you needed to be told.
I'm sorry.
A queen always wears a crown. That's what I heard.
Apparently so. There you go. I'm in the house too.
All right, Queen Karen, first of her name, daughter of Negroes.
Yes, and I got a black dragon, Dracoris.
Dracoris, that's the southern version.
Dracoris.
Okay.
Burn them niggas up. I wouldn't even say it right. They be like, ma'am, say the word.
Coming straight from the country.
Right? They be like, they got that country ass dragon.
This episode is clearly R. Kelly's favorite episode. It was titled The Road Prince. Second episode of the season. Karen, what did you think in general?
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was really good. It was really fun. It was a fun episode. It was even though they're following the book, I'm not even gonna lie. The pace is like the last season. I love everything being a faster pace.
Yeah.
Where when things happen, the results happen quickly, and you don't have to wait 2 to 3 weeks. We don't have to watch a raven fly for half the season. They like, no, we're gonna give you in-depth, deep stuff. We're gonna give you the writing you enjoy, but what we're not gonna do is drag shit on. And I really appreciate that because they're going to actually be able to tell more story at a quicker pace.
Yeah, you already know how I feel. Okay, I was very unpopular opinion the final season. Loved it. And the main reason I loved it is because of the pacing. They were skipping time jumps, and it was like if they said something was about to go down, they wasn't going to spend 3 weeks of episodes traveling. It was like, this is about to go down to King's Landing. Next week, niggas is in King's Landing.
Right.
Not next week, the next like scene. And I love that because I think as much as I love the first few seasons, it's great. No complaints, no notes. But like a lot of that shit was spent like, we're sending a raven, and then that raven wouldn't become important and it wouldn't matter for like 5 weeks.
You know what? And on top of that, niggas will be gone so long, you forget about them. You be like, well, goddamn. And then you see them again and you be like, well, shit, you've been traveling that long?
And to me, it adds to the intrigue. It adds to the anticipation when you're constantly paying off and the stakes keep getting bigger and bigger. That kind of stuff I love. And I get that that's not a popular opinion. Please don't write in. I don't give a fuck how you felt the last season. But I loved it. I was just, we about to kill this nigga. Next scene, we killing niggas. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go. What was this at my whole life? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had a 6-month time jump. Now, the second thing I want to say about this episode in this season, and it actually goes back to the first series, Game of Thrones. I have come to the conclusion that Game of Thrones is an extremely feminist show. Like, to almost an uncomfortable degree. It reminds me a little bit of Lovecraft Country, where the depictions of like, yo, this is how fucked up this world is. And I'm not just talking about like sexual assault. I think sexual assault is really just brushing on like, just, it's really the tip of the iceberg. It's about just misogyny, patriarchy. It's about the value of what a girl child, a woman is, and the brutality of it, and all of it in service to get these men more power. And there's no woman that they would not sacrifice in any kind of way, and there's no woman in their realm that they don't look at as a means or vehicle to power.
Right.
And that even goes back to the first series. I still remember Sansa and Cersei having that conversation where Cersei told, I think it was either Sansa and Cersei or Cersei and her daughter, but when she said there's no place on the world that's safe for a girl child. And it's just like, bars like that have always resonated with me. Unfortunately, the Tumblr contingent of criticism looks at everything that is depicted as a cosign of that depiction, which to me is the most asinine way to view something.
Yeah.
It's, if you show racism in the story, then you're saying racism is good or okay or entertaining or fun. When often artists use that to say, this is what is fucked up about it. This is what we don't think about when we talk about royalty, even in, not science fiction, but just the world, just the way that it is viewed is so fucked up. Who gonna have a baby? Who's gonna inherit the crown? How many children can a woman have? What happens if you have no boys? You are no value. These are things that happen in real life and still to this day happen in certain areas. So I push back completely on that shit. That, at least in its execution, I think in many ways the show has been about, how fucked up these things are, not a glorification of them or worship of them. Not every scene and every person and every character, but just in general, a lot of the stuff people call anti-feminist, I think is very feminist.
Yeah, and also, in my opinion, I think people watch things for different reasons, and I think a lot of times people watch things and they really don't even look at the message that the thing is presenting. They already come with their eyes glued or fixed to agendas and just things to point out that they miss things purposefully sometimes. Because if you point out these things, it will be counter to whatever agenda that you already had. Like your notes app that you already got laid out, you already your plug and play. Shit that don't fit your plug and play, you have a tendency to ignore. Because the thing is, even if you go back to the first Game of Thrones, they talk about women in these fucked up worlds, but also they talked about how women in real life, they have agency. They make choices and decisions. Every woman ain't submissive. Some of them are like, fuck them niggas, and it's like you're erasing the totality of a woman by just trying to push and glue her in a box.
Yeah, it's just interesting the way, I think what most people see as feminism in these type of shows is like Arya, like a woman that kind of takes on the characteristics that we associate with like masculine warriors. And it's been that way for a long time, since I've been a kid. All the fantasy realm shit is like, it's truly feminist when a woman is essentially a man. Like, take a man character, write a woman's name as the thing, and then suddenly it's like, that's feminism. But
that's what
I think illustrating the pitfalls of patriarchy is part of it. The same way that, my personal preference is, I like when shows illustrate the pitfall of like racism and stuff. It makes me feel like, it makes me feel validated to be like, yes, that like racism is a thing, and this is how you're showing that it happens, as opposed to a show where it's like, no, this is no offense to the show, it's a great show, but like with the Cosby Show, I loved the Cosby Show as a kid, but it also felt like they overtly are trying to stay away from the fact that being black has other things in America attached to it that aren't always positive.
Right. And the thing about it is that people say that they want those things, but in real life, women that have men traits, you know what they call her? They call her a bitch, they call her a cunt, they call her all these things, because all of a sudden you're not acting womanly like. So it's like you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, definitely depends on the audience you're talking to. I think the people that would say that like those kind of women, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that are like, this show is terrible, except for Arya. I love Arya. It's like, well, you kind of rooting her on for having the traits that are associated with men, but like you hate Sansa for having the traits that are associated with women.
Right. And they both had power in
and
their
they both
own
had
ways.
and they both had struggles and challenges in their own ways.
Yes,
Anyway,
they
I didn't want to
did.
go on a complete tangent. This episode reminded me of what I think about Westeros and this world George R. R. Martin built and the people at HBO. Is like, I actually like when they have episodes like this that make you suddenly look into the moral relativism of a universe and be like, man, I really hope this man is a good man and marries a 16-year-old as opposed to a 12-year-old, because that's how fucked up the world is.
Right.
You know, bring back the incest, please. You know, like at least they was consenting adult incest. Like that's how fucked up the world is. But I appreciate them putting it in there because that's how fucked up the real world can be.
Yes, sir.
So we get a bloody new opening theme that looks like a morbid Rube Goldberg machine of blood dripping everywhere and going through different channels and stuff and highlighting different like houses and stuff. But they use the old music from the original Game of Thrones, which honestly, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
That's one of the most iconic orchestral pieces of music we've ever had.
Yeah, and I don't blame them because it's like it's one of the things where it grabs the audience. And also the intro, I was thinking about, I know my theory, y'all, because like I said, I don't know what it means, and I'm just just tossing shit out there. I think that a lot of the blood and all the houses and stuff was like, hey, all the bloodlines run through the Targaryens, because all of it, because it looked like blood. And so it went from house to house to house to house. And when it ended, all the bloodlines ran through there. So in my mind, I was like, oh, so you trying to text, I mean, maybe it's visual to me, but I'm like, oh, so all the houses run through the bloodline. Even from at the end of the first episode, when she had on like that garb, all the circles was like all of the houses. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, so this is the way to let us know that all of these houses are connected to them in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
I mean, they definitely pledge fealty to them. Like, I mean, every house is loyal to the king, and King's Landing is where the Targaryens are, and they're sitting on the throne in the Red Keep and all this shit. Like, they the boss of them all. And, that makes sense. And then, of course, is with all Game of Thrones, I'm expecting the blood to start pouring at some point. I mean, we know that this house was not standing 173 years later, so we know motherfuckers about to die. And I think it was an omen when he told when the king Viserys told Rhaenyra last week that the only thing that could tear the house down was itself. Or I think maybe even the king before him said it, but the point being, the king before him, the house of the dragon, we know the dragon house tore down, so this house gonna get tore down with all this fighting and blood. So we start on a beach with crabs eating men.
Yeah, it opened up. I was like, oh, that's the crab man. I was like, that's the man with the crabs.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I don't know what they marinated them men in.
I don't know, but it was all you can eat crab buffet, and the people was the buffet, not the crabs.
They listen, them men falling off the bone.
Apparently so.
I don't know what kind of recipe they got, but you can see like bones sticking out.
They were licking good, apparently.
They were still alive and everything, but yuck. And the just what a torturous way to die. Like top 5 worst way to die in Game of Thrones. And it ain't number 5. Like that joint moved all the way. I was like, oh no.
They sprinkled them niggas in some Old Bay seasoning, and the crabs was like, oh word.
Yeah, like we had the people that got flayed. My man Theon, with the kibble and bits cut off. Like I honestly, this is a top 5 way to die. No, thank you.
No,
just
thank you.
This fucking,
because that gotta be a slow, torturous death.
Yeah, just kill me, dog. So then we cut to the council meeting where the leader of the Kingsguard apparently died in his sleep. They say he passed away in his sleep, but who knows?
No, yeah, that's gonna come back up.
Because in the first Game of Thrones, the thing that brought Ned to King's Landing in the first place was a motherfucker getting poisoned and shit. So who knows how this motherfucker died? But yeah, he supposedly died in his sleep peacefully, and they need a new person to take over for the Kingsguard. And so they're discussing that, and Rhaenyra is ear hustling while pouring the drinks.
Yeah, and I don't blame her. Like the whole job, I've been sitting here just pouring shit, listening to y'all niggas talk, and I've been told I'm next in line. So of course I'm ear hustling.
Yeah, I assume she's always been ear hustling. Agreed. I don't think it's just because she's heir, but now that she's been officially named heir, she's still on drink duty.
Right.
That is such a like oversight by the king, and a sign that he doesn't truly see her as the heir and the adult and even like a successor, let alone an equal. I feel like if that was a boy child,
he'd have been sitting at the table. There's no way.
Or standing by the dad, something.
Right. He wouldn't have been fucking pouring drinks.
Which just shows you the one lack of thought that has truly been given by the king, Viserys. It shows obviously she even has to receive this as a slight, I think, of like, yeah, they're not treating me like a successor.
Right. They don't respect me.
Right. And everyone else in the room can see it because they're there expecting her to come, like more cream, please, or whatever. And then but yeah, and so I just think those things can't go unnoticed, and I would notice them if I was her. So my nigga Corliss comes in a little bit on CP time, and he is upset. Okay. And he is like, yo, the crab feeder and the Triarchy is out here taking over the stones,
fucking shit up.
They sank 4 ships, including one of mine.
Right.
And what the fuck is y'all gonna do about this shit?
Right.
They got us out here looking like some bitches.
Right. And he like, y'all do know if they fuck this up, it's gonna fuck everybody up, right? Like y'all do know you fucking around, and it's almost like the highway needs to be fixed, and y'all don't want to fix the highway, and y'all like, yeah, the potholes, yeah, I hear you, and then the pothole gets so big that it sink cars, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I feel like when I see him on screen, his theme music.
Shout out to Will Smith. I hear y'all talking, but the only thing I'm listening to is that paper.
Every day we get into that paper.
He got a lot of black capitalism about the way he carries himself.
He like, y'all fucking up my money.
It's funny that he came in the room on even with this war shit, it's not really the principle of it as much as like, this gonna fuck up my money and y'all not taking this as seriously as I need y'all to take this. Keep in mind, 4 ships went down. He was like, and one of them was mine. Like, ships go down every day, B, but they don't fuck with me.
Right, they don't fuck my cargo up.
I'm the fucking black Jeff Bezos out this bitch. Y'all not gonna get no Amazon packages.
Right.
If y'all let these niggas fuck with my trading lanes.
I'm gonna have to raise the cost of the shipments.
Do y'all want 2-day delivery or not?
Right.
I'm just trying to understand.
Y'all want two yayo days of delivery or not? Don't fuck with me.
Right. So then Otto is like, man, don't worry about it. We'll pay for your ship, man. We'll compensate you. He's like, it's not the money. I'm rich.
Right.
It's not the principle.
Point. Right. It's like they fucking up my shit every time I go out. Like, it's not the point. I can pay to get the shit fixed. I'm just don't want them fucking up my shit.
It's the principalities of this thing. Do I look broke to you? No. But he's like, listen, I just want to take the stepstones by force and burn out the crab feeder. I mean, I think it's pretty simple to me.
Cut and dry. I mean, what is we talking about here?
And the king is like, now, if we do this, it's going to be declaring war on the free cities. So the free cities apparently are funding this shit. He's like, because my man Corliss is like, What you mean the free cities? Fuck the free cities. Like it's not.
They fucking up my shit. I don't.
We talking about the
care.
crab feeder. What they got to do with anything?
You're
And
right.
Grandmaster Melos was like, say if they say he was like if we go to war with the free cities, the losses would be incalculable. Like it's gonna be so many people dying and shit. And Corliss is like, and what reason does the crab feeder have to fear us?
Right.
Cause y'all scared. And then, so what's the point of having these armies? We ain't even gonna use these motherfuckers and just letting these niggas play us. Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch to you?
Right. Y'all got all these armies and shit, and guess what? They just sitting in the barracks doing nothing.
So then he brings up how Damon just been in Dragonstone chilling for months without nobody even saying shit. He took the gold cloaks with him. So now he got an army.
Yeah, so we was right. I was like, yeah, that's their boss. Do you think the
You was right. Yeah.
the LAPD is gonna hang around the city?
You was right.
Yeah, he left and they was like, we going with you, boss.
Yeah, which honestly I would want them to do if I was the king and Damien had to vacate the city because I kicked him out in cold blood because I was mad. I don't want his men being the city watch because them niggas loyal to him. I don't know what the fuck they might do.
Come on.
You know? So yeah, he got the gold cloaks chilling at Dragonstone and ain't nobody saying shit. And Corliss is like, man, we getting played. We look like some hoes out here.
Yeah, we out here looking stupid.
And it's been 6 months since the last episode. So he's like, your man been chilling for 6 months.
Right.
And then Otto tells Corliss that just because you got a seat at the table don't make you the king's equal.
Ooh, he looked like, ooh, do I sense racism?
Mm-hmm. I know I felt it.
That face, like he looked, and he actually started walking towards him. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it wasn't racism.
That's racist.
Okay. Now I know what y'all are thinking out there, you Game of Thrones white people fans that only listen to our show when we talk about Game of Thrones. Not that you racist or nothing. I know what you're thinking. Race don't exist in this universe. There was no black slavery, and this is why I hate when they change out the characters to make one of them be black, because you Negroes can't help yourself. I know how you feeling. Don't get defensive.
To turn around and say, I ain't racist. What's it got to do with me? I'm okay. How can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life?
I get it. Y'all the good ones. But for the rest of us, it felt a little racially tinged. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is.
He was like, sit your black ass down before I make change or whatever. I was like, what?
What is
Who
happening?
you talking
here?
to? That's the richest man in the room.
Right?
I mean, you ain't the king's equal either, you broke bitch.
Come on.
So then Viserys breaks down his efforts, which I'm not gonna lie. I like King Viserys. Okay. I know he did a horrible thing and let his wife die so he could have a son. That was terrible. But he is more level-headed than I think anyone else with that crown would be.
Yeah, because he was like, you do know we just can't go to war. Like, it's more than just me declaring war. It's like, once you do that, his thing was like, if we go to war, it needs to be worth it, and it needs to be like so big that you almost don't have a choice.
Well, it's not just that. He's been making preparations. He hadn't been loud about it. He even says to him, like, all right, look, I sent some people to the free cities to try to work out this diplomacy, but I do have ships and men on standby for if we gotta go to war. So he has been thinking about it. He's like, we'll do it in due time, but I'm just not in a rush to do the shit,
right?
You know,
and go out there unprepared and then end up getting your ass whooped.
Which is, you know, a reason. Like he's kind of like Merrick Garland, where I feel like people think he a bitch, and he like, I'm not a bitch, but I just ain't rushing the war if I can avoid it, you know. But then, way over by the drink machine.
Over there making some hot tea.
with the coffee and the creamers, she like, Rhaenyra's like, what if we just get the dragon riders and we just ride on these niggas and burn shit to the ground like we do?
Yeah, she was like, we got dragons. Like, what the fuck we talk about?
Yeah. And keep in mind, this is just a week after or 6 months after, but last week he was telling her that the dragons is like the worst thing. And their power should not be used like the way that the Targaryens have been using them. So he's not
willy-nilly.
It's like having a nuke. He's like, when you have a nuke, everything seemed like a nuclear problem.
Correct.
And he's like, no. But she spoke out of turn too, because everyone turned and had that look on their face, like she shouldn't have been saying something.
They look like, who said that?
See, that's crazy right there.
Craig, I looked this woman in the eye. I said, bitch.
That's how it sounds. That's how they look. It look.
You know, bitch.
That was that much energy. Like, don't. Who told you to talk? Like,
who gave you permission to speak, woman?
It speaks. You know what I mean? It's very much. You know what they look like? They look like when Molly tries to make a point on First Take and Stephen A. Smith is talking.
Yeah. They look like what?
They look like I'll let you talk now. Let me, Molly. What are you doing? You know, like it looked like it felt that energy of like you just here to tell us what topic is next. You know, so then so she says that, and Corliss is like, well, at least she got a plan. And they didn't like that shit either. They was like, you know what? We got some other errands to run for you. How about the princess need to leave the room and go pick the new head of the King's Guard? That'll keep her busy. And Harold Westerling, with 2 R's, he was like, all right, I'll take her to pick a knight that'll protect the king. And you know, you should choose, because the king's like, he'll protect both of us, so you should choose, as long as you leave and stop making me look weak in front of these men. And so
and she was hot because she was like, the fuck am I in here for if I don't got no input?
Right. So she goes to pick the knights, but she don't like none of them because they ain't got no actual fighting experience. A lot of nepotism babies on the resumes.
Right. She was looking like this person is supposed to protect me and protect my daddy. But y'all motherfuckers ain't even cocked a gun. You ain't nicked a finger.
No.
You've had no war experience. So if something happened, we all gonna die.
It's a lot of interns. You know, one dude was like, I caught a poacher on the way over here. It's like, I brought a poacher to justice. Like, don't I give a fuck about no poachers?
Bitch, we don't care about that. You was a middleman. Get out of here.
Right. People, have you killed any?
Right. Have you taken a life? Because yours might be on the line as well as ours.
Wars, have you ever been in one?
Right.
You ever been in a club when Lil Jon come on?
Have you ever been in just a regular ass fist fight? What is happening here?
Right. Like, come on now. You ever been in Popeyes when the chicken sandwich came out? That's the kind of experience we need. We need to know if you can handle you. What's the last time you been to a Waffle House after midnight?
Right. She was like, ain't none of y'all qualified.
Yeah. So finally they get to one where they bring up a couple more, and she cuts off the resume where they're like, oh, this is Sir so-and-so of this place, and he fucking like, you know, he stay over by, you know, the La Quinta Inn, and sometimes he heard that one time somebody got in a fight, and then she was like, but do any of them actually have hands?
Right. Like, quit wasting my time.
And they're like, oh, you want somebody with hands? Okay, hold on. What about Kristen Cole? Now, y'all might remember Kristen Cole from last week, because Kristen Cole was the dude that beat Damon up at the Super Bowl of Nights last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and of course, he handsome, which is how I knew he was getting picked. It was like
the rest of them were old too.
The first 2 dudes they showed was they purposely made them like, you know, dad bod niggas. I was like, there's no way. No way.
Ain't gonna be rolling with them.
Like, this soft chin ass nigga not fitting to get no talking lines on this fucking show. And so Cole was like, listen, my resume, these hands are ready to eat for everybody, okay? You know how
I
I
have
do.
seen the battlefield, ma'am.
And she immediately started smiling and leaning forward and shit. Like, yep, I'll pick him. Give me the cute one. Let's go.
Yeah, and it was hilarious though. She was short, so she was have to stand on her tippy
Mhm.
toes to kind of look over. And they even had on a box. And Otto was getting irritated by her. And he told her, he was like, "Hey, what about this dude?" Because she was like, "I don't give a fuck about none of that."
Right. It's like, yo, you know, your dad, they give timber or some shit out the out. She was like, I don't care about no business relationships. Last time I checked, this is the person that's gonna be defending our lives as royalty. And I want a nigga that's got some fucking hands.
Right.
And she's like, do you not think my dad deserve a motherfucker that's at least been in a fight? And he was like, oh yeah, well, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, and it was hilarious though. He had to tell her about the etiquette because she was so irritated that he was like, "You gotta tell him thank you for serving the crown."
Mhm.
She was like, "Oh, next." He was
Right.
like, "You can't do that, ma'am."
Yeah, she only had one question.
If a man comes attack you and you know kung fu, you're gonna hi-ya him, right?
That's it.
That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
She don't care about none of the other
Mm-mm.
questions he got.
She don't care nothing about you, about your loyalty to the crown. Can you fight?
Right. Just she just want to know one question.
Do you want the smoke, bruv?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's it. So then they the thing I thought about though coming out of this scene. This could be seen as a slight in a couple ways. Number one, obviously she told some people no.
Right.
And if they some bitch ass niggas, they gonna be mad.
And they're
And
gonna be complaining.
you know
right.
this show, they love to do this thing where like off the screen, it be some little shit that you don't really think nothing about. But and somebody would tell you like, oh, you know, the Lansbury clan, blah blah blah, and you think nothing of it, and then 6 weeks later, you find out the Lansbury like to chop people balls off and eat them as soup or some shit, and you like, oh, these niggas, why we pissed them off? When did that happen? It's when they picked the Kingsguard. So you got that.
Right. And it's one of those things where I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, it's like, oh, now you offended a house, so they're gonna go home huffing and puffing, going, well, we did all these things, we were loyal to the king, because you know she isn't used to the not only the etiquette but the kind of the smooching, you know, back and forth. You kind of have to do the that part of being royalty too. Like, hey, you also got to get along with these houses. You can't just come in here and dictate.
Yeah, it's like when Robb Stark didn't get married to like who he was supposed to get married, and next thing you know, the red wedding is happening. And you know, I didn't read the book, so to me it was all like, oh, I guess he's going after true love. What a strange noble man. And it was like, oh nope, that was a fucked up political decision. Now you done lost your allies and these motherfuckers trying to kill you. Mm-hmm. So the second thing I thought about, she's making the nigga that whooped her uncle's ass in front of everybody the head of protecting the king, which is another level of like, because to Damon that's got to be seen as a move like, this nigga, you of all the people to hire, you hired the motherfucker that whooped my ass,
right?
And you know you don't fuck with me. You made sure I'm not the heir to the throne no more,
right?
Like, you know, that like I could definitely see that as a slight, and it does come up later. So then the king is in his chamber explaining his model trains to Allison and shit. And apparently it's a model of Valeria. So he talks about the old Valerian like capital, which is what this is. And he's like, you know, they built their capital over a fucking open volcano. I love to see that episode of Flip This House.
Come on.
It's got great bones, and also it's over a fucking volcano, an active volcano.
You have indoor floor heating. Wonder why?
Yeah, right. Hey, you wonder what happened to Valeria? Guess what? A volcano went off, and they
erupted.
That's how they died.
That's why they not hit no more.
I'm not.
They was the pre-Pompeii, apparently.
Listen, I am not a carpenter. All right. I don't know nothing about building houses. I'm not really a real estate guy. But I think living on top of a fucking active open volcano
is not smart.
It just seems like asking for trouble. But that's just me. Maybe the price on the land was cheap. I don't know. But
Maybe they got a deal.
Right. We find out that the stonemasons are the ones who actually build his models, and he just plays with the action figures in his room.
Right. He don't make them.
Because she was like, oh my God, this is so amazing what you built.
He's like, yeah, I let them do that. Then I put the Lego set together myself.
Right. Because a 15-year-old is impressed by everything. Or however old she 17-year-old. It's like, oh my God, you got a chair in your apartment? But it's the stonemasons who build the models. And then he says, you know, back in the Valeria's high day, they had over 1,000 dragons, a huge navy, and there's never gonna be glory like that again. She's like, you think Westeros could ever be fucking with that? And he was like, hell no. These niggas had everything. And then he drops one of his dragons and it breaks. She hands it back to him, and there's a weird sexual tension when their hands touch.
You could tell, yeah.
You know, and it's obviously the way they film this is like this young, you know, playing the character. I don't know what her real age is, but the way they've dressed her and stuff, she's clearly playing like a teenager. And one that's, you know, probably homeschooled, you know what I'm saying? Not a worldly teenager, you know.
So
and it's
life.
Yeah, and this old man, you know,
right,
and
it's been, you know, since her mom died, her daddy, and she ain't been going nowhere and doing nothing.
And the thing is, like, the king doesn't feel lecherous. Like, he doesn't, like, you know, they could have written this character to be like some, you know, weird ass, like the first night she came to his room, like, I'm gonna hit that, you know. It wasn't nothing like that.
No, it wasn't at
his
all.
Heart is broken with his dead wife.
He's still trying to mend it, and it was one of those things where I think initially that was the furthest thing from his mind. He was like, oh, this is just a companion to talk to.
Yeah, I think also he feels guilty, and even though the obligation is for him to move on in the best way to protect the crown, I think he even his 6 months of not taking a wife, people started to look at him sideways like, nigga, you got one heir that's alive. You need to hurry up and start fucking and having some more babies, because the crown is very unprotected. Something happened to you, it's gonna definitely be contentious. If something happens to you and then your daughter just takes the throne, people are gonna be like, actually, now that we think about it, we don't want a woman. Right. And so you need to shore up the line with some other heirs. And so
like that shit was cool, but putting it in action is a whole nother story.
And it wasn't really cool with them. You know, they did it. Many of them did it because it was just, well, these are the two choices, and this is the choice the king made. I don't think it was very many people who actually see Rhaenyra as like a legitimate. They look at it. Yeah, they want to recount. You know what I'm saying? They would storm the Capitol.
Correct. And it's also one of the things where even when it was going up there, I was like, oh, some of these people ain't happy.
Right.
Like, you could tell they was like, yeah, I pledge my loyalty because I'm supposed to. But if I had my say, I would say fuck no.
But I love the way they wrote the character, because, you know, in this world, they could have written him to be like all in for this shit, and it's not. He's it's like, what? I don't even really want to do this.
Right. It's like, why do I have to? I'm still more than my wife. Like, y'all niggas calm down.
But anyway, he asked how his daughter is doing, because Allison and Rhaenyra are best friends. Awkward. And he's like, so how's she doing? We don't talk since her mom died. She ain't really said much to me. Allison is like, why don't you approach your daughter instead of wanting her to come to you?
Correct.
And he says, you don't be telling her we be talking, do you? Because, you know, she wouldn't understand. And I was like, that's the first sign that you shouldn't even be talking to this little girl. If you can't tell, at least Dane Cook post a picture on Instagram. You know, he was never ashamed. You ashamed. Listen.
And I think he knew his daughter would be highly upset.
Yeah, honestly, Allison is why I stopped posting pictures of my dad on Father's Day. Because you don't know what these little these little heifers are fast. Okay. Now, Rhaenyra and Allison, they hang out later, and Rhaenyra is pissed about how they trying to remarry her dad all fast and shit. And Allison like, daddy gotta have a life too, which, you know, because she's the life in that have a life too.
And I don't think that was her plan. She was like, I'm just gonna do what my daddy told me to do. But I think if she had a choice, she would not fuck with that old man.
So Allison is like, listen, your dad love you and he chose you to be the heir. Like, get out of your head. Stop being mad about this or scared or insecure about your place in his heart.
Right.
And Rhaenyra's like, he didn't choose me. He was spurning Daemon. He just didn't want it to be Daemon, and I happened to be the next motherfucker around. Like, oh, you be king, you know, like it wasn't no. He's ignored me my whole life and what I want. He just expects me to be like a princess and have babies and produce heirs. It, you know, it none of it. He don't want me to. He don't care that I want to be a warrior and all this shit. So then Allison is like, girl, why don't you just pray with me, okay? Because I'll be praying down here in the sept. Because my mama died, and this made me feel close to my mama. And Rhaenyra starts crying as she prays, and she says, she wants him to see. She's like, what should I pray for? And Allison is like, whatever you pray for between you and God. And then Rhaenyra starts crying and praying, and then she says, I want him to see me as more than his little girl.
Right, because it's one of those things where she was like, oh, I didn't get this job because he wanted me to have the job. I got the job because that other nigga who was in line fucked up his resume so bad that he was like, I can't choose you.
Yeah, exactly. And so Allison says her father doesn't know the language of girls either.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she wants to talk to him about that. Like, that's when Allison pushes Rhaenyra to go talk to her dad. So she really is doing the king's bidding. Like, the king was like, king, like, tell my daughter to come talk to me. And so it's interesting because Allison is showing that she's a deft manipulator at this point. And I don't even mean it in a negative way. I just like, I think that's part of what makes somebody a good royal queen or good royalty is being able to deftly move people around like where you want them without them necessarily know your hands on it. Now, obviously, this shit's gonna blow up at some point because, you know, but she kind of was moving Rhaenyra to make peace with her father in the way that her father, that the king wanted. And I think that's something that the king will take notice of as, like, you know, something, a good quality in Allison. But also as a friend, it actually legitimately could be considered good advice with no machinations or nothing to it. It can work both ways in that it's good advice and it's what you tell your friend to do, and it's also what the king wants.
Yeah, because, you know, they're friends, so it's not like that was. I don't think it came from a malicious place.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of, like, you know, I think it's starting to do that thing where Allison's got to be the Sansa of this series, possibly, or people are setting it up that way. Hopefully the way they write it, it'll make it harder for people to do, but they were so gung-ho on hating Sansa.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So I think maybe people are starting to do that with her, where they're like, look at this evil bitch trying to, and I don't think this character fits that mold at all.
No, because, you know, her daddy was the one that said you gotta do this shit, and she's like, well, I'm just gonna do what my daddy told me to do.
Yeah, it's men using women, as I brought up earlier. That's how the show to me is feminist, is men using their girl children or the women they can control as just tools to get power. And if women can ever seize any autonomy or power for themselves in there, it's the byproduct of things going wrong. It's never the intended plan of the men around them. You know, it's why Cersei became such a good anti-villain for anti-hero or whatever for a lot of people, is because she was at least a woman seizing power, even if people were like, yeah, for the wrong reasons and doing the wrong evil shit. There was still something to the fact that, like, you could tell a lot of decisions she made was like, no one's ever taken my agency from me again. All right, so then Corlys and Rhaenys meet with the king. Okay, and they want to talk to him about merging their houses by, hey, why don't you wed our eldest daughter? And I said, oh, okay, all right. So they got a daughter I didn't see in the first episode.
That's what I said.
Because I knew who it couldn't be. I said, okay, so it's another. Okay, so it must be a character they about to introduce. I wonder who's playing this.
Y'all left at the house. She was doing. She was studying, right?
Yeah. Wonder who was doing this character. So then Corlys apologizes to, like, sorry about my tone, and can I speak plainly? And he said, and the king's like, I always want you to speak plainly. He said, okay, cool. So look out here. Look, You looking like a little bitch right now. Your brother took Dragonstone. Okay.
They calling you broke, dusted, and disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, can I call her one? If I can speak plainly. You said I can speak plainly. Okay. Now let me speak plainly to you, little punk ass. Listen, you ain't got no wife. Your heir is a girl. The Triarchy done set up a colony in your shipping lanes. They fucking up your ships. You down bad right now.
Mm-hmm. You got it back.
Right. Like, so what I think you should do is marry into our bloodline. We Valerian and Targaryen. So you got the bloodline as far as like the dragon riding shit. I know that's your shit. And then you got me. I'm the richest nigga in the world. And my bloodline go way back, way back. They know about me. Ask about my family, my crest in the streets. They know what's up. And with your
got the boats.
Yeah, with your dragons and our ships, everybody gotta bow down. Mm-hmm. So let us put you on to our daughter, Lady Lyanna. Lady Lena, I think that's how they say it. Listen, we're trying to pimp her out to you. Okay, think about it.
Mm-hmm. Here's our calling card.
Yeah, I said, oh, okay, all right. Can't wait to meet Lady Lena. Since we didn't see her the first week,
right?
So maybe it's hey, look, new interracial black character. Let's go. Here we go. Later at dinner, Rhaenyra and her dad Viserys talk. The king and the next heir, his daughter, and I love this scene because they pumped in the sound of crickets in this scene to emphasize how fucking awkward it was. And then they sat them at that long ass table on opposite sides. It was just so awkward. They both speak of their love for her mom who died, but she tells them that about like she picked Kristen as the head of the King's Guard. She's like, Daddy, these other niggas ain't had no motherfucking fights on their resume.
I mean, I was looking, that's all I could find. But also, I think that that's a table that they normally eat at, but also they may have been sitting in their normal chairs, because I wouldn't be surprising if like one of those chairs was like the mom and it was like nobody's sitting there.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point. And then the other thing I would say too about this was she tells him about picking out Kristen, right? And like, look at this good choice I made. And she apologizes speaking out of turn at the meeting, and he says, you're young, you'll learn. And she was saying it in order to like go further into her point, but he cut her off like, yeah, it's no problem. She's like, yeah, because what I was saying is like, yeah, no, you young, you stupid, you don't know.
Right.
And it is the conversation in a bad place.
Yes, because it's one of those things where it's like, you claim that you want to talk to her, but you don't really want to talk to her. Mm-hmm. The fuck, you wasting time. Like,
he wants her approval, but he don't want her opinion.
Right.
The other thing too is she wants his approval.
Yes.
Because like I think she told that story about Kristen because she wanted him to see her as not a little girl and be like, and I made you made this great decision today and got us somebody that can actually protect us. What a good job. But it was busy work, and he basically said it as the way he dismissed it. It seemed like he just said, yeah, it was busy work. It don't really matter.
Correct, because he didn't care. He wouldn't have cared who it was.
Right. So then later we see the king is getting his wound, which has worsened. It's his pinky finger, and it looks like necrosis. It's all dark and black, like it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, that's the one he nicked on that chair.
Yeah, because this is a world before tetanus shots, I guess. But yeah, so they're treating the wound with ivermectin. I was like, what can this shit do?
What?
Right. Like Joe Rogan was on to something. So I mean maggots. Well, I said ivermectin. They was treating it with maggots, which actually has been proven to work. Unlike ivermectin. But his pinky is all right.
I was like, you gonna lose that finger.
So. It definitely looked like it stank.
Oh, you know what smelled like ass cheeks.
He gotta wear like a glove around Allison or something. Mm-hmm. But then while he's in there getting the wound looked at so he won't lose his finger, he tells Hightower about the proposed marriage to Lena Valerian. Like, oh, Corlys and Rhaenys came by today, and it was like, will you marry my daughter? And Hightower like, man, Corliss tripping. He's supposed to run that shit by the council, the high council. You can't just be out here wilding. And then the king was like, nigga, I'm running it by the high council right now.
Right. Why? I'm talking to you, nigga.
You and Grandmaster Malos,
Right.
y'all up in here right now. What's y'all opinion?
Right. So y'all are hearing it firsthand. Like, what is happening here?
Now, keep in mind, Hightower is making a bid clearly for seat of position at power, because he sent his daughter to the king's room the night the king's wife died.
Right.
Like, this man is making a blatant push for power, and unless the king is a fucking idiot, he has to know that. You know, and I'm not even saying it as in like to usurp the king or anything, but it's definitely about influence and power to have your daughter come see this nigga the night his wife died. That was a choice.
Right. And basically was like, going there and fuck him. And she was like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, well, your mama's dress, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. And I don't like, that's the thing. I don't know that he sent her there to have sex with the king, but I also don't know that he didn't.
Right.
And I don't think he cares to ask.
Nope. None of his business.
He, like, if he found out they was fucking, he'd be like, good, finally. It was taking too long. So but he's upset because Corliss and Rhaenys aren't making any of those like subterfuge. They came straight to the queen's face like, you need to marry our daughter.
Right. We ain't fucking around, or we ain't doing subtle shit.
Right. So then they fucking so Hightower is like, well, my opinion is that Lena is young, and Master Malos is he's like, well, look at all the pros, which is like, this nigga rich, Corliss family rich, they go way back, they got the boats, we need them for the crown, like, it's all good shit. And the king is like, yeah, well, Rhaenyra might not like it. And Malos is like, what's she gonna do?
Right.
So your daughter ain't gonna like it. This is what it is. These are the rules. You the king. You got to start marrying motherfuckers. Sorry.
Right.
So then Hightower brings up like, it was hard for him to move on after he had his wife and she died. And he was like, I don't envy you being forced to move on just for you a king. And I'm like, but you sent your fucking daughter to his chambers.
Right.
So you part of move the fuck on, nigga hive. Like, why are you pretending that you're not? So then the king goes on a long walk in the park with Lady Lena, who is the girl we saw in the first episode. That little girl, she's 12 years old.
Right. She ain't even in middle school. She was so tiny. I was like, the fuck is this?
This is what I imagine it's like to date Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, no.
Like it must be what a date for him is like. Like, he got to be hanging out with these little youngins, and she was asking about the Black Dread Dragon, Balerion, because Viserys was the last rider of that dragon. Now that dragon is dead. We see the skull in the pit beneath the keep last week. It was that big ass dragon skull. So she's like, what's it like riding that dragon? And other shit kids like to talk about.
Yeah, I was like, they don't have anything in common. Like, it's like he looking at her like, we have nothing to talk about. We not even of the same age. We didn't have not the same graduation class. Like, the fuck am I gonna talk to her about?
She bringing up Vagar, who's like another dragon that I guess is roaming somewhere. We haven't seen that dragon yet, but apparently it's sad because like its owner died or whatever, and now it just roams the countryside, being a big ass dragon. And then she says she stops him in the middle of his history lesson or whatever. She stops and goes, it would be a great honor to marry you, and I will give you many babies and blah blah blah. He's like, your daddy told you say that.
Right. He was like, yeah, you were prepped on this, right? Because
right.
I can't see you saying yes to something like this. Like, nigga, you normally be playing on the playground somewhere.
And he's like, and what did your mama tell you to tell? What'd your mama tell you? And she was like, she said I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14. Or as Karl Malone calls it, fair game.
Oh no.
And so he was like, all right, I don't know. She's like, well, did you see Teen Titans Go this morning?
It was hilarious. You see what Robin and Starfire did?
Yeah. He's like, no, I didn't watch that. She's like, well, you want a color? And he's like, nah, I'm good.
It's that time.
I don't have no crayons.
No, man.
Yeah,
I'm about to go take my new nap. No,
yeah,
I'm good.
She's like, well, you trying to watch Blue's Clues and chill? He's like, no, I'm not. Nah, I'm gonna go do king things. And meanwhile, Rhaenyra oversees this because she's like looking in the garden at them walking, disgusted, I'm sure. But understanding that this is what people gonna do, try to marry off the king, and she understands the logic and the logistics of why this will happen, but she had that look on her face like, this nigga. So then
she was sitting up in my room,
right? And then Rhaenys was over there watching her watch them, and Rhaenys starts needling her like, oh, so you got a problem with this? Do it bother you to see your daddy out there with that 12-year-old girl trying to move on? You worried you're not gonna be the heir no more, huh, nigga? And Rhaenyra's like, if you're just trying to like piss me off, then you failed, princess. And then Rhaenys was like, I just want to make sure you understand how things work around here, okay? Right. Like, you need to get used to your daddy going out and having more kids, and if one of them is a man, they gonna steal your throne, because ain't nobody trying to be in no fucking like world where you the queen. They ain't gonna be no women queens.
Right. And it's one of those things where she was like, do you like that, that's your daughter? She was like, of course not. She was like, but let's keep it real. She was like, men would rather watch the world burn than to have a woman in charge. Remember that, bitch.
And so then Rhaenyra says, when I'm queen, I'm gonna create a new order. And Rhaenys, who I'll call HRC, okay, head Hillary Rhaenys Clinton says, she says the men already had a chance to do that and they denied it. And Rhaenyra says, they denied you, Rhaenys, the queen who never was. They bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne. And then Rhaenys was like, and do you remind your father's men about it as you carry their cups? Bars. This is why I fuck with this show.
Right.
The effortless bars that she dropped on this little girl. And she was like, here's the hard truth no one has a heart to tell you. Men would rather put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend to the Iron Throne, and your father is no fool. And then she walks off. I said, damn. Family be talking to each other any kind of way. Thanksgiving clap back, Viserys talks with Alicent about remarrying and brings up Lena. Like, they want me to remarry, and they want me to remarry the little black girl. And I'm not saying he's against it because she's black, but I'm not saying it don't matter.
I think because she's young.
Yeah, he's like, she 12 and she black. Like, this is crazy. Alicent says, I'm sure she's very good and kind and will enjoy your company as I have, your grace. Bars, like advocating for herself. She then gives him a new dragon to replace the one that broke earlier.
Right. She was like, I went to him and they fixed your Lego set, sir. Here you go.
He was like, oh my God, is that an XR1 3rd edition? Oh my God, I just never moved from Box Balerion. Oh, I can't believe this.
He started nerding out on her.
Right. And he was like,
he's like, tell him I said thank you.
Yeah. And you know why Alicent has the advantage here is because she moves like a 17-year-old.
Yes.
Or whatever age she is. Yeah. And what I mean by that is, it's like how powerful men in today's time, not even back in the day, just not even in this, whatever time it is in this land of make-believe. But powerful rich men today love a young woman. And it's obvious, besides the sex, like this dude's not even like creepy like that, but it's obvious because they too young and dumb to judge you.
Right.
A grown woman would have been like, this nigga supposed to be king and he be in his house playing with toys in his room all day. No, I don't respect him. Like, what?
I walk in and he has a whole ass replica of King's Landing in a Lego set. The fuck is this?
Right. To her, it's like, oh my God, this is so impressive. It's gonna be 10, 15 years before she realized like this is some corny shit he doing. So of course he loves being around her. You know, it's like people like, why does Leonardo DiCaprio keep dating these 23-year-old models and 21-year-old? Because everything he does is cool to them. It's all new shit.
Ain't it all new shit?
25, they done seen it. It's all she been in. Now this her second time in the Maybach. Not as impressive. I gotta go find another one of these. Oh my God, I never been nowhere. Like, is this first class? You need that in life. Anyway, but let me tell you something about this show and how treacherous it is. Westeros and my late grandma Peg, rest in peace, share the same belief, and that is a wet pussy and a dry purse don't match, because they are pimping these little girls. Oh my God, they are pimping these little girls. Like,
yeah, and the thing is, in real life, and in some places of the world, they still do this.
It's nothing quote unquote sexual about it, but it's so overtly reducing a person to just birthing person.
Yep.
That is, it's just your value
worth.
Is, can you make, and by not just birthing person, can you make a boy? That's your value. You know what a woman is? A chance to make a boy.
And you know who determines the gender? Normally it's the sperm. Like that determines the gender. So it's like, yeah, she normally can't determine.
Well, it's all
can't determine.
It's all roll of the dice, and I guarantee you they don't know none of that X chromosome shit you just brought up.
Oh, my bad.
Back in, they ain't got no microscopes, so it's just they just rolling the dice. It's like shaking a magic 8-ball and shit. That's all a woman is in this world. And it's not even chance. And it's not even woman, it's girls.
Yeah,
12.
Girls. It's like, you just started your period. Come on.
And this shit is so bad. I'm really like, this world is so bad. I'm really like, I hope he picks the 15-year-old.
Me too.
And not the 12-year-old. Like, that's how crazy and fucked up.
Like, not that child.
So Otto Hightower comes in while they're talking, and he's like, we got an emergency session at the council meeting. Everybody got to come into the meeting right now. And they go in there, and it's a dragon keeper talking to High Valerian, and he like, yo, somebody broke in. They stole a dragon egg last night, and it was Damon. Because the king like, how the fuck somebody steal a dragon egg? It's 50 motherfuckers in there watching y'all. What else do y'all do besides watch the dragon eggs?
Like, that's your whole goddamn job.
And he was like,
it was an inside job, sir.
Yeah, they was like, it's your brother.
It was like, because don't nobody else know the shit but us.
Yeah, he know the code, you know the secret knock. He stole the right, and he left a note. He wanted you to know it was him.
They picked up the note and said it was me.
And the note is, hey, y'all invited to my wedding. I'm getting married in 2 days to my second wife, as is the tradition. I'm taking it back to the old school. Okay. I'm marrying my sex worker mistress, Massaria. She pregnant. So I'm taking this egg because that's tradition too. I'm gonna raise my baby to own a dragon, and I can turn a hoe into a housewife. Watch me, okay? I know.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Right. I know they say it can't be done, but okay, it's gonna happen. And then Corlys asked, who is Massaria? And Hightower goes, Damon's whore. I said, ooh, he a hating ass. Ooh,
I didn't hating ass nigga.
Ooh, he be hating hard. Ooh, he be hating. Even though that is Damon, you know, like Damon, we all know how Damon is. Type. Yeah, well, just we know his antics.
Okay, now back to the taking the table.
He can't help himself.
Messy.
So he says that's Damon's whore. Hightower says that, and everyone's like, well, you know what this mean, King? Everybody watching to see what you gonna do next. Your brother done called you out. He done stole a dragon. He up in Dragonstone. He been there for 6 months. He got his own army. What you trying to do? And they go back and forth, and they arguing about it. And Rhaenyra is in the room, but I noticed she wasn't pouring drinks. She was standing at the distance from the table, but she was like they're not in the necessarily subservient role. And she asked in High Valyrian, which egg did he take? And it turns out it's Dreamfire's egg, which is the egg that she chose for her brother who was stillborn. And so there's an emotional thing of like, you know, it's also a slight to her. And so the king says, well, look, I'll go to Dragonstone. I'll drag him back myself. And Hightower's like, nah, man, you can't do that. Daemon's too dangerous. He'll fuck you up and won't even think twice.
Right. We can't have you out there. He fucking kill you or some shit.
Right. And so what it made me think about was, because Otto's like, send me instead. But this is kind of like a bait and switch. Because Otto ain't exactly a fucking level-headed guy.
That's true.
When it comes to Daemon, he's probably worse than going up there as the king. He making it seem like I'll be the one to peacefully resolve this. And it's like, you can't stand that nigga. You're gonna want to fight him. Why are you acting like it's just some easy shit?
Right, and it's one of those things to where you going, how much of a warrior are you? All jokes aside, and put it like this: let's say you a warrior in your heyday, nigga. You old now.
Right.
So what kind of damage do you think you're gonna do? And so your whole purpose is to go fight. Like you have no other purpose other than to take those men up there, and some of them will die, but you don't care because you're like, this nigga has disrespected the king.
Right. So Hightower gets dressed in his chambers. His daughter goes to help him put on his like fighting clothes.
Yeah, and she didn't look too pleased because she was like, ugh.
Well, I think she just has anxiety as evidenced by her fingernail thing. And I think it comes out because she said her father doesn't speak the language of girls. Her mom is dead. And I think he just, you know, like, I don't think he has that type of demeanor towards her. And so she goes to help, and he's like, why do you fuck your fingernails up? You're so beautiful, and you just fuck your fingernails up. Don't do that. And you gonna go see the king tonight? And she was like, yeah, if you want me to. And she was like, he's like, yeah, go. And so then Kristen comes over and says, the soldier's ready, let's go to Dragonstone. And boom, next scene, we at Dragonstone. Love it.
About. We ain't got to see them go by sea. We ain't got to see them walking.
Right.
None of that shit.
So they roll up on Dragonstone and they walking down a long winding bridge, which is a great way to build it, you know, because like you can't run up on Dragonstone all willy-nilly. You gotta come down that bridge.
It's one way in and one way out.
Single file and shit. So they come through down, they're walking down the bridge. Daemon come out with his people and they meet him halfway. And Daemon is holding the egg and shit, doing motherfucking Harlem Globetrotter tricks with it.
Flipping it and shit, rolling around on his back.
Yeah.
Catching it on one hand, spinning it on top of his head. I was like, what is you doing?
Throwing a bucket of confetti on somebody. Just out there just fucking around. And Massaria is right there with him. And he's like, what's up, y'all? Like he just like he came out there with that energy, like he act like he don't know why they there. Like, what's up, y'all? Hi, what's the Otto dog, my man?
To see you.
It's like, now you know they here and they pissed. You know they pissed. And Otto doesn't mince any words. He's like, your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore, and leave Dragonstone by order of the king.
He was like, you think me and the MAGA boys gonna leave? I don't think so, sir.
I just like the look on Massaria's face.
Now, why am I in it?
She was looking like, whore? Like, what? I'm just came out. Like, I don't know what's going on. What's going on with this?
All right.
And then Daemon looks past Otto like, where's the king? I don't see him. And
like, I hear you talking. Nobody gives a fuck about what you got to say, sir.
Otto says his grace would never lower himself to such a mummer's farce, which I don't know what mummer means, but sounds
insulting.
And then Daemon says, what? Oh, Kristen, what you doing here, Sir Kristen? I'm sorry, I forgot your last name. And Chris is like, it's Kristen Cole. You probably don't remember because I was whooping your ass. You probably had CTE for when I fucking knocked you out at the Night Olympics, my guy.
My dude.
Remember that? Remember that, bro? When I knocked your ass out, and then Damon was like, listen, I'm just keeping to tradition. I got me an extra wife. I'm about to marry her. And I'm gonna give my baby a dragon in the crib because that's what we do. That's how you bond with your dragon. And Otto was like, that's for full-blooded Targaryens, not bastards that you had with a common whore. Did I emphasize the whore enough for you?
That poor woman, she just taking L's for no reason, just taking shots.
Right. She's like, I don't even have to be out here for this. What is happening?
Right.
And meanwhile, my man Damon went to full music with a Q, where he said, look, I love those no titles or traditions. All right. I'm in love. And I wouldn't care if you was a prostitute and you hit every man that you ever knew. See, that wouldn't make a difference as long as it's just me and you. Like he hit the I don't care if she was in these streets. She's mine and I love her. Okay. She only kisses me in the mouth. And Hightower was like, well, what about y'all gold cloaks? Y'all niggas gonna fucking die for this nigga. And Damon's like, don't talk to them. The king pledged them to me. They loyal to me. Shut the fuck up. And Damon was like, all right then, come take the egg, Otto. You so bad. And everybody gets ready to fight. Because Otto's like, nigga, you willing to die for this shit? You do this, it's gonna be a fucking war.
He don't care.
And we gonna kill you. We gonna your fucking your baby mama. We don't give a fuck. And
everybody get ready to get some.
And that was when Damon pulled out the big joker, which was his dragon, the bloodworm dragon,
the one
with the long ass neck. That nigga climbed up on like the fence in the back like a pit bull. Like, hey, is somebody about to fucking fight? And of course, Hightower turned this to his people like, everybody put your swords back. Put your swords back. Put your swords.
I mean, what did you think? Y'all sent him away on this.
Yeah, because he didn't want that smoke with that dragon. Did no one plan for the dragon?
Nobody.
Nothing like.
He thought he was just gonna run up there and Damien was gonna be like, it's all good.
I'm really trying to understand how Otto Hightower is the fucking hand of the king. And this man never thought to himself, oh yeah, the dragon. Seemed like that would have been thought number one. If I'm going to go fight a nigga that own a dragon, I'm like, oh, we need to come up with something for the dragon. Because, a dragon.
Yeah, he thought he was just going to walk up there and we was going to fight.
Right. These niggas looking like
you
biscuits.
Thought he was going to play fair?
Yeah. Looking like buttermilk biscuits up there in a line.
Right, like I will torch all you bitches.
So, yeah, they was like, oh, yeah, the dragon. Everybody put the swords up. But luckily for them, Rhaenyra pops up on Cyrax out of nowhere.
First class flight. On
CP time. Took her private jet. And she hops off and tells Hightower and them like, hey, I'm here to prevent bloodshed. And they like, the princess, you can't be here. What if he kill you or some shit? And she was like, act up, get fucked up. Everybody calm down. Okay. And so then she's like, because Hightower's like, Knight Kristen, go ahead and send her back home. And she was like, y'all touch me, and then Cyrex start eating motherfuckers. Y'all gonna regret that.
Right. Y'all act like the plane I just flew on keeps eye on me, and y'all fuck around and do some shit I don't like.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem.
Leave me alone. And so then she goes over and confronts her Uncle Damon in High Valyrian, and he's like, look, she's like, why are you in my castle? I'm the heir. Dragonstone is mine. And he's like, not till you come of age. And which is crazy. Westeros has an age limit for being the heir, but not the age limit for, I guess the age limit is 14 for having babies. There's a lot of weird laws.
That's what they say, but Who knows? That's all that shit's arbitrary.
I don't know. Like, so we finding this out. These are their laws. They like 14. So then, yeah. So like I said, she's like, look, you acting stupid. Okay. And he's like, nah, I'm just trying to get married. I don't even know why your dad mad at me. She's like, you already got a wife, nigga. What the fuck? He's like, yeah, but I
want to.
I don't got a wife that I chose. And she was like, but that don't mean you can steal my brother's egg. And he was like, oh, it's for my baby. And she looked at Masari and was like, is she really pregnant? And then he said, well, one day she might be.
Yes, they was talking to how hilarious, so nobody actually knew what they were saying to each other.
Except Massaria walks off mad.
I think she understood.
Because hoes be knowing. If anybody can know multiple languages, it's gonna be somebody that was a slave and a sex worker and working brothels and shit. Because
they have to know.
You have to know
between life and death.
Yes, the fucking hard knocks life education. So she understood. If nobody else at that table on that bridge understood, she understood and walked the fuck off like this nigga.
Yeah, she did.
She was very upset. And Rhaenyra says, listen, I'm obviously the object of your ire. So you mad you're not gonna be the heir? I'm the heir. Kill me and become the heir then. And it's a long pause, but then he walks off, toss the egg at her like the basketball on the above the rim. It just goes into the castle. The way he tossed that egg was so fucked up.
Because he don't care.
He was like, hit in. And just like he threw it kind of hard. Like it was no gentleness to that throw. Mm-hmm. That it was a fucking.
He was already playing with it in the first place.
Yeah. Like he was already dribbling the shit. So then she smiles at having won this debate, gotten the egg back, no bloodshed, having confronted her uncle. Like, I think she was very pleased with herself. Mm-hmm. And she looked back at Otto Hightower before she got on her dragon, like, and that's what I thought, bitch.
Right.
And then she did.
Like, basically, if I hadn't been here, y'all out here been fucking fighting and dying, and we'd have got message back.
Niggas would have been barbecue pizza.
Right. Either somebody would have got away and told us, or either everybody would have died, and we'd have had to come out here and find y'all dead bodies or some shit.
Because you already know that nigga don't like him.
Right.
Daemon could have easily been like, he attacked me or whatever the fuck. And boom, now we got a war.
Right.
So then Daemon walks back into the castle, pass all the gold clothes, and he talks with Massaria, who is pissed.
She is not pissed. And she basically was like, hey, nigga. All my life I had to fight. Mm-hmm. I've been a hoe since hoe been hoeing, and I got with you nigga to be safe. Mm-hmm. Like, why else the fuck I'm here?
So hot for the beating. You want a dead son-in-law, Miss Seeley? You keep on advising him like you doing. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me.
This life be over soon. Heaven lasts always.
Girl, you ought to bash Mrs. head open and think about heaven later.
I had to fight.
I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my uncles. I had to fight my brothers.
Life I had to fight.
That's how she gave her all my life. And he was like, she was like, you know, I got with you so I could be free. I could be liberated. He was like, liberated from what? We in the fucking dragon castle. We safe. She was like, from fear. And you just put my life in danger because while they won't kill your little fucking cousin,
they don't care nothing about me.
They will kill my ex-prostitute ass, put my head on a spike, and move the fuck on, man. Why are you doing this? You acting crazy, Daemon.
Right.
And he was like, all right then. And she wasn't even pregnant.
Yes. She was like, you telling these niggas I'm pregnant? Like you trying to put my life on the line by even announcing that shit.
She said, I can't even have kids. You really about to get me killed over nothing? She said she made sure she couldn't have kids a long time ago. You know, probably because she didn't want to get pregnant by some trick or some shit.
Right.
So she like, listen, why are you even lying like that? I'm not pregnant. What was you going to do with that egg? Scramble it with some cheese? And, like...
Have it over easy because the fuck was it? What is happening here?
Niggas about to make a dragon omelet. Like, what was even the plan, Daemon? I mean, just starting some shit. That just felt like he wanted to start some shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like he irritated with the king, so he's just gonna do something for attention.
Yeah. So I was very disappointed. In Daemon, because you know Daemon's my problematic fave, but like. I'm not lying. Like, I can't lie. I feel like Rhaenyra moved up my rank this week, and Damon moved down. Like that was a whack move that he pulled right there. I was
disgusted by a lot of things. I'm very disgusted, to be quite honest with you. I'm just so disgusted. I can't tell you how disgusted I am. I'm disgusted with him right now. I'm so disgusted. I'm disgusted with it. I'm so disgusted. I'm so damn disgusted. I'm just disgusted. Oh, I'm just trying to be cool.
That's how I felt. Because and honestly, I wouldn't have been disgusted if he was like, "Yes, she is pregnant." I would have been like, "Oh, okay." But once he said, "This is all a stunt to get my brother's attention," bro, what you doing? You don't got nothing better to do with Dragonstone, bro.
Nothing better to do.
You throwing a tantrum.
You got a whole ass army, and you out here doing this bullshit.
This what you doing with your life? Like, figure it out. Waste of whiteness. Okay.
Hello.
Waste of a dragon.
So, but yeah, she and then the other thing I noticed in this scene, Mysaria kind of talks like Melania Trump.
The cadence of
like
voice.
her cadence of her voice and her accent.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I've been sold as property more times than I can count, Donna. It's like, oh, what is happening?
What? No, what is happening here?
she's like, and that's kind of Melania's playbook, right? Like, listen, I was sex working. I said, let me find a rich man that's powerful and I can get freedom from fear. Okay, I don't care, do you? Like, okay, we see you, sis.
Right.
So then back in King's Landing, Viserys is playing with his new dragon toy in his room, like pew 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 pew,
having a time of his yayo life.
But he's, staying up late because he's all frustrated and shit. So he's like, let me go talk to Lionel Strong, also not a black man, to get his opinion on the marriage. And he's like, yo, Lionel, what you think about this marriage shit that they proposed? Corlys is like, saying I need to marry his daughter. And, it's like, I don't know if I should do it, And he's like, what do you think? And he's like, can I speak frankly? He's like, go ahead.
He's rich. He is rich.
What?
He's got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. You did it this time. You hit the jackpot.
Listen. So his daughter's of unimpeachable stock. And she got the Targaryen blood to match. Like, what's the dislike?
Right.
And the king is like, she 12?
Right. Everybody glossing past that shit.
And Lionel's like, oh, I hear what you saying. But I'm he's one of them old grass on the field ass niggas. Like, she won't always be 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of them motherfucking wait on the Olsen twins to turn 18 birthday clock ass niggas.
Oh, that was a real thing too.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, temperatures rising. He's like, oh no, what are you doing?
Everybody looking at that, looking like age ain't nothing but a number.
Right.
It was like, no.
And so the king is like, yeah, man, but like, I don't know if I could do it. And Lionel like, but Corlys gonna be mad. You need him. He got all that money.
Yeah, he got all the ships. Like, you make him mad, he'll turn around and take all that away. And then what do you have?
Right. He's like,
because can't nobody replace him.
Right. You need him. It'll secure him as an ally. The realm will respect the move. So you ain't gotta worry about nobody like trying to come for the throne. They're gonna back down. And before they can really finish talking, a man busts in the room and says, hey, Rhaenyra just returned from Dragonstone. And the king like, the fuck was she doing at Dragonstone?
Return? What? Well, I didn't know she left.
Who cleared the flight plan?
Right?
Let me see.
Who okayed this?
Not from the private, not ye old private airport. Let my daughter just go where she want to go.
Not ye old private jets.
Just having big fun. So he goes and meets.
But who approved this Delta flight?
So he goes and chastises Rhaenyra for going to Dragonstone, but she's like, after he tells her, like, you my only heir, you could have got killed, you could have fucked up everything. What you doing? And she was like, can I sit down? And he's like, yeah. And she was like, I got the egg back. No bloodshed. And Otto it definitely would have been some killing if he went by himself and I ain't show up.
Right.
And he's like, sometimes I forget how alike you both were. and he talks about missing her mom, and they both talk about the mom being gone, and she says, I'm glad that you talking about it, because he said the Red Keeper's lost warmth that it'll never recover. And she's like, thank you for sharing this grief. And he says, it's just hard to look and realize how quickly you've grown into a woman. And I'm like, I guess in this world, she's a full-grown woman. But then she smiles because that's what she wanted from him. Remember, I don't want you to see me. I don't want him to see me as a little girl. This will seem to be the first time that he, and in a way, Otto Hightower had looked at her as, you solved something we couldn't. You show bravery, cunning, wit, smarts, diplomacy. You resolved this problem that could have led to a fucking war by going in there and handling it yourself. That is the move of royalty, you know?
Right.
And so she clearly wants that, but then he says, but I feel like the next move I'm about to make with this marriage is it's gonna put distance between us, and you're not gonna approve of it. And she's like, nope, this is the role of the king.
Right. And I understand, you know, like you're going to pick somebody, and you know, no matter who it is, you're gonna pick somebody, you know, you're gonna have children, and I don't have to say so. That's your choice. You're the king.
Mm-hmm. And so he says, yeah, like cool. She's like, I'm cool with it. He's like, well, as long as you cool with it. And of course she's thinking Lena, because that's who she watched him walk in the park with, talking about Power Rangers or whatever the fuck kids talk about, playing Pokemon Go.
Because as far as she know, there was no other candidate.
Right. So she's like, I guess you just have to do this because that's what the fuck is gonna be. And he's like, you know, because the bloodline is vulnerable, we need heirs and to the throne. And I think he said your mother would have understood, and I agree, because remember that speech the mother gave Rhaenyra, which was the woman's battlefield is the childbed. So her whole thing was like, my duty is to produce a male heir. That is my only duty to the king. It's the most important duty. If I put my life on the line every time I have one of these babies, or try to. So then in the morning at the council, Viserys looking out the window, about to tell everybody the news. He turns around. He says, I'm ready to get married. I got a rose, and it's time to give it to the lucky woman.
I have decisions have been made.
Corlys leans forward in his seat. Viserys looks at Rhaena, who's in the room. Lena's not in the room. And he looks at Alicent, who's in the room by Hightower. And then Rhaenyra looks at Alicent like,
bitch, what you doing here?
What's why is you here? Like,
right, because you ain't got no business being in here. Like, you are never in this room.
Right. And he's like, yeah, so the good news, I'm getting married. The bad news is I'm not getting married to Lena, I'm getting married to Alicent.
And when they said that, the look she gave was like,
with who? Rhaenyra? Yeah.
It was like, bitch, what?
She had no idea.
It literally caught her off guard. Like, you can tell
I am disgusted.
She was not happy.
Yes.
So she was like, I've been talking to you. We've been and you didn't bring this up not one goddamn time. I don't understand.
And Corlys gets up and walks the fuck out of the room.
Of
like,
course.
Storms out. Like, I can't believe this is why I get fucking with these white people.
Yes. And Rhaenyra, she got up and was like, you know what, nigga, me too. We both of us discussed it today.
They both stormed out. And of course, I'm like, thank God this man is marrying a 17-year-old and not a 12-year-old.
Yes, I was like, not that baby.
Whew, he's a Dane Cook, not an R. Kelly. You know, I was so then the next scene, we see Corlys talking to somebody who they reveal in a second. And he's in his chambers at Driftmark, which is where his home castle is. And you can tell from the decor and shit. It's like seafaring decor. And he's talking about how his house, it go further back than even the Targaryens, and they rich, and they had to, like, we ain't have no dragons, so unlike them, we had to get it out the mud, you know, the sea mud, the seabed. And he says, look, me and you, we built from the same cloth. And the camera pans over, he's talking to Daemon.
He was upset. He was like, "Oh, word, that's what we doing. The fuck am I here for then?"
Not Damon. I said, "Oh Lord!" I knew when he was talking. I said, "This nigga talking to Damon."
I was like, "This is not gonna end well."
And he is like, "Listen, we the same." And Damon was like, "I wasn't aware you had a king for a brother. Why you asked me to come here? It just to tell me we both ain't shit." And he was like, "No, man, I'm telling you, the crab feeder," and we get a flash to the stepstones where the crab feeder is torturing people, letting them crabs eat them, putting Old Bay on the people and shit.
Buttering them up and shit.
Yeah.
we see them pouring real butter. I can't believe it's not butter on them.
He was putting honey
crabs
on them and
on
shit.
a diet.
And so the king was like, look, he's like, I mean, so Corliss was like, the king won't even send the Navy to fight this nigga. He got us out here looking stupid. But if you go up there and roll up on this ashy ass nigga with the dragons and shit, it's gonna make people want you to be king. So like, this is a problem you can resolve with the dragon. And you know, the crab feeder already looked like he need a good skincare routine. I mean, put him out of his misery, you know what I'm saying? And he said, you know, it was never my brother's strongest trait. And Corliss says, what? And he said, being king. I said, ooh, this shady boots. So he really do think his brother a whack king. Damn.
That statement right there.
And then Corliss was like, look, man, the crab feeder got powerful entities that support him in the free cities, and he taking the shipping lanes. Then my house gonna be fucked up, and I can't have my house fucked up while your brother having feasts and balls and tournaments. And then Damon's like, man, watch your fucking mouth. That's my brother. You talking about my bitch ass brother, okay? Don't only I can say that shit.
Only I can talk shit about my family.
Right.
Ain't that how we do?
You talking about my weak ass brother, okay? That's I love him, hate him, want to kill him, succeed him, but love him not really. And then Corliss is like, well, this will show everybody you should be the real king. We are the realm's second sons, Damon. Our worth is not given, it must be made. And then we get a final shot of the crab feeder, who just looks ashy. It just it don't look good. And
I don't think they want it with him.
The question I have, because I don't know what would be more intriguing. And I can't wait to see what they do. Nobody write in. We don't want the theories. But I don't know what would be better. They struggle fighting this motherfucker and he turned out to really be a problem. Or if he's just like fodder for like they killed him and Damon becomes like the new guy that everybody wants to be the heir. But I don't like, because I feel like once if it looks like they're working together, that's got to be a problem for the High Council, because I think that's definitely going to be seen as a slight by the king. Like, I told you to wait. You out here with your ships and your army and you fighting with my brother who you know I don't fuck with. So how can me and you be cool? And this is like an open kind of insurrection or open like usurper of my power, because you the richest nigga in the world and shit. That's cool, but just because I won't marry your daughter don't mean you can just go rogue and do whatever you want.
And all that, they might fuck around and lose.
Right,
Then
yeah.
what? You know, now y'all looking stupid and defeated.
And did the king? It's so interesting, because it's also that thing too where like, the king and them need Corliss and Valerian and his money and the power and all that stuff.
That's why people was like, yeah, dog, I understand your reservation, but we actually think it's a bad move not to intertwine y'all families. Like, I know you can't see it, but everybody else was like, the smart move is like stocks and bonds.
It's very
the smart move is invest in Disney, invest in Apple, invest in Tesla. Like, this is where you need to put your money. Don't be out here trying to diversify your funds and shit and fuck all your money up.
It's very reminded me of Rob Stark. It's very reminded me of him not marrying that woman and strengthening up his alliances. And this is the kind of shit that takes down the throne, is you thinking you can make a move of the heart. And you got to give props to Allison. She played that old man. Like, and I don't mean it in like she's mean or malicious, but just she was up there acting interested in his fucking toys enough for him to be like, I'm gonna make the dumb move. And now look at him, All right, what do you look forward to next week, Karen?
Look like they're gonna be fighting the Crab King, And so I want to see how that fight is going to go. And I want to see what the aftermath is, because with things like that, word gets out. They might even find out they fighting before they fighting, or, on their way there. Because when you start moving like that, word gets around because you're going to be moving armies. So people are going to be like, hey, we see people moving, and it's going to get back to the king. So how is the king going to respond to that?
Right.
Is the king going to show up? And the thing is, people have told them the Crab King is getting money from free folks. And that's funny. And we don't know who these people are. Let's just keep that real. So we don't know where this black money is coming from. And so y'all get there, and the army might be bigger than you thought because that money might run deeper than you think. So y'all get up there fucking with them and end up causing a bigger problem than you thought.
I'm with you on everything you just said. I think I'm looking forward to all the stuff that you brought up, especially if there's going to be a battle coming next week with the crab feeder. I'd love to see that. And obviously, if we're getting any more time jumps in how much time is passing in the next episode, I love to see if they take another 6 months or something to escalate all this stuff. And low key, the fucking whatever's wrong with the king's health. It seemed like that finger, that shit is growing fast. That back thing, what is going on with that guy? So
that scepter's might take him out for he produce more kids.
Yep. All right, that's it for this recap. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you again Saturday for feedback, people, and I guess for people that only listen to Game of Thrones recap, we'll see you next week. Until then, I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Peace.